Hello my darlings. So I want to do a video on our Liquid Touch mineral foundation. This stuff is amazing. I'm obsessed with it, and to do it with a powder brush, which is very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have the unique brush at the moment because it's on back order, but I'm on that list. You better get on it too. So I found an old cheapy version of it, but it doesn't work quite as well as the unique one because brushes make a difference. People say they don't, but they really do, because this one, it likes to shed on my face. But yeah, so I'm gonna use 5 drops of this on this, and it's gonna cover my whole face. And then we're gonna use some concealer, and then I'm gonna show you how I like to highlight and contour, which I highlight with my Mineral Touch concealer. So we're gonna start off with just the regular Liquid Touch, and this is the color Scarlet, which is the lightest one because I am very pale. Which I always think it's better to go lighter than darker with your foundation because contouring makes it darker. So 5 little drops. My dropper's not dropping. So 5 drops. That's gonna cover my face. And it's liquid to powder, so it's a nice matte finish, which I really, really, really like. As you can see, the brush is shedding on my face because it's not very good quality, unlike the unique one. Is very, very, very nice quality. My friend has one, so I got to see hers and it was glorious, and so I hopped right on that back order list because it will ship out as soon as they get them in. And I've already prepped and primed with the primer, which is very, 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 very important. So as you can see, it has really nice coverage, but I still have a few little marks that are sticking out. So that's when you go in with the concealer. So you just need a very, 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 very little amount. And you're just gonna dab it on a little bit, like that. And then you take your blending bud and you just blend it in. And make sure your blending bud is damp, not wet, but not dry. Because if it's dry, it's just gonna absorb all your color. But if it's too wet, it's just gonna mess everything up. So as you can see, I have dark under eye circles, excuse me. So I also use the concealer to conceal those, and it also does my highlighting for me. So still just a little bit. You just kind of dab it on. In a circle or half circle. You just over blend it down a little bit. And then I take my blending bud again, except for the side, the tip. Sorry, it's really dirty. I haven't cleaned it. And you just blend it in and down. So that is your highlight. Nice and glowy. And I only highlight with the concealer over this because I also want to cover it. Otherwise I use a powder. And then I like to just set it a little bit. So I like to use the Organza pressed powder and the Mineral Touch as well. You just need a little bit. Just a little bit on the brush. Just blending everything together. It's nice and soft and glowy. And then for the powder highlight, I use the Scarlet Mineral Touch, and you can use the same brush as you did with the other pressed powder to set. So you just dab it on your chin, on the top of your nose, and your forehead. If you want to make it extra bright, you can dab a little bit here where you put the concealer. And then for the contour, I use the Fierce, which is the darkest mineral concealer that we have. And it's a loose powder. And you take a contour brush, and you don't need a lot because you're gonna end up blending it out. And you just make your fishy face. And like right under the cheekbone, you make a line. And then you frame the outside of your face too. And around the jaw, if you want a sharp jawline, which I always do. And then you, oh, and the side of your nose. You make little lines here and here, and then a little bit on there. And then you blend out.
It's been a long time coming, such a long, long time, and I can't stop running.
So that is my foundation and concealer, contour, highlight, skin. And then if you want to add blush, you just add it just slightly above on the cheekbones, just right above the contour and underneath the highlight in this area. But my cheeks are kind of already pink today, so I don't need blush, but that's how I do it. So if you guys have if you have any questions, just let me know. I will be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.